Welcome back to another episode of Aftermath. I'm your host, Dan Kaufman, and I'm joined here with three of the guests from Surviving Man, our regulars. We love them. Thank you so much for joining us. Liberty, Dr. Jen, and Allie. Thank you so much. This is fantastic.
Thank you for having us.
So, lots happened. This one was a pretty intense show, right? I mean, you guys have, it's called Hell and Fear.
Yep.
That's about right.
Right? We feared and we went through hell, right?
Yes. Well, the weird thing is that the day started off with this very large, leisurely, relaxed breakfast. And then what?
And then we went into basically having to do a sprint and then a bunch of like crab walking and crab crawling and trying to just drag your body across the gravel as quick as you can and then up these stairs and back, which was really fun. And I think that's where I noticed that we started to become a big team where people would finish and they wouldn't just go off and, you know, drink their water and be by themselves. They would wait until everyone else was finished and really encourage each other, which I think was very cool to see. And we all, somehow or another, you could see people made it across the finish line somehow. So,
Yeah. But it was really challenging. You know, we had some competitors who had some really serious orthopedic injuries. Like, you know, one of our competitors had a bad wartime injury and had a fused wrist. It's really hard to do those crawls with a wrist like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Rick has the orthopedic injuries from broken pelvis and a shortened leg. And these guys were hanging in, plus his age. I mean, it was really impressive. I thought it was a hard exercise, and I'm pretty fit, and everyone hung in and helped each other out. It was great.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we went on to, right after that, we went on to the rappel.
Right. Rappelling.
Which-
How was that?
It was the highest point where we were in this facility. And so we all kind of saw it when we first came in to begin with. And we're all thinking like, I hope they don't make us jump off that thing. But they did, of course. So I, again, went through this whole thing of like, just terror, the feeling. You had to climb up these like really creepy stairs to get to the very top. I got to the top and I asked Jen, I said, will you pray with me? Because I was freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
We said a
And
prayer.
I don't even know like what you believe in or anything. It was just like,
We
will
said
you
a
just
prayer.
pray for me? Because I can't even pray for myself right now. I'm so scared. And she did. She grabbed my hands. And once I got up there, another contestant kind of gave me some advice and said, don't look down. And I didn't look down the whole time. I walked the plank, okay?
Walk the plank.
I walked the plank and I never looked down, and I just like, I'm gonna do this. And I got in my mind like, there's nothing gonna stop me from doing
And
this.
she's forgetting to tell you she was the first to go.
I was the first.
Really?
I couldn't watch anybody else like do it either.
Right.
So I got up there and I just did it. It was so fun. It made me want to do it again. I want to actually like probably do that for fun as a hobby. I mean, it was so much fun.
So
So fun.
Big change.
something super funny happened while you were up there. So I'm sitting there and I'm praying with you, and I'm looking out, and you're looking back the other way. And as you're getting ready to go out, the paramedic truck is coming down down where you were standing. And I started kind of chuckling, and I was just like, don't tell her.
Don't
the
tell her the
paramedics
paramedics
down
are
there.
Also, while we were up there, there was 5 of us. It was actually us 3 and 2 other people, Nate and Chris.
Yes.
And Chris, it was right after you went. Chris actually broke the board, which you guys saw
Yeah.
in the video.
Right.
But they didn't tell me. Everyone was like, hush, 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 like
yes.
don't tell Allison, because I was freaking out. And obviously, if I had seen that he just broke the board on the plank, I wouldn't have gone.
Right.
I mean, basically, the end of the plank broke
It was the
off
end of-
and
it was the
flew
end of
out into the.
So they really didn't tell you?
No.
You had no idea?
No. I'm like, wait, what just happened? Like, oh, you know,
I'm
it's
glad
just
it
Chris
didn't happen
being
to
Chris.
me.
I'm like, it's up there lying to me, but I don't want to know.
Oh, my
So.
gosh, that's great.
So crazy.
So, do you know how tall it actually
160.
was? 160?
feet, right? I believe so.
It's-
yeah.
160
It's
feet.
high.
That's
It was
that's
really
very
high.
Yeah, it's really high.
And
And
especially
it's
yeah.
literally, so the plank literally goes out over air. There's nothing under it. There are no
Right.
supports. Like, you are literally going out
You walk in
into
the
air. Yeah. So it's pretty insane.
I don't think that they thought everyone would do it. If you didn't do it, you would lose 50 points. So everyone at least did it, and everyone, I believe, at least attempted it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I didn't hear of anyone not doing it.
Wow.
But meanwhile, while that was going on, there was also another way to earn points, which
Right.
this one did the entire day.
Of course.
So, yeah, so that actually was a really interesting social part of the day too, because points were really, really close. And the leader had changed. And so everyone was just wanting to go after as many points as they could. And Chris and I were, are both climbers, and we both had said, look, we'll climb this 100 times. And we thought that we'd be able to climb it as much as possible, but there was a limited amount of time. And so we all started getting in line, and people started getting pretty snarky, especially the top guys. And at one point, I think Nick was getting really frustrated and said to Chris, like, look, I'm in charge here. And everyone was like, whoa. It was funny. But, it's so competitive, and everyone wants to do well. And,
Right.
Any benefit that you can get, you are
Right.
still trying to be a good team and everything.
Well, then also, it's not like if you weren't trying to take it serious. Like for my part, I was definitely taking it seriously, but I also wanted to have fun.
Right.
And
Right.
so some of the top guys as well, I don't know if I want to mention any names, but they're basically just kind of throwing shade at us.
Already. Okay.
Throwing shade at us for like, you guys are just taking selfies and eating gummy bears and laying on the ground. And we're like, we're here to have fun. Like, dude, chill, Come on. I mean, this is it is intense. It is super hard and it is challenging. But if we didn't have laughter and fun, we would have
Of course.
lost our minds out there.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
every time they would climb up and down, you'd get 5 points. So it was typically the top 10, everyone did a couple times. Like I know I went up a couple times. And then the top 5 people, they were just in line nonstop going against each other. And then it got to a point where it wasn't unfair because this person had to do more. And it was you guys saw it was kind of entertaining. But
Yeah, so I think there was a little animosity. Chris got 12, I got 11. Those were the top numbers. But people were upset, like, well, I have to go up and do the
plank.
rappel now. And so there were a lot of people who thought it was unfair. I thought it was everything evens out.
it was funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny to see how
Yeah.
competitive people got on that one.
Yeah, well, you got a bunch of people who are really competing.
yeah.
And good athletes.
on camera.
Yeah,
Athletes,
yeah.
right. And
And they're going for it.
yeah,
you know?
everyone's going for it.
It's admirable for sure.
Right, but it was a great episode to watch. I'm so excited to see you guys again. And can you guess what we're going to do now?
Are we gonna shoot something?
You're going to shoot something. We have another challenge for you. I'm excited about it. I love this place. Our secret location that we're going to right now. So check it out.
So you'll be shooting 4 targets. The first 4 targets you'll see at front. You see them on little hooks, it's very small. Then you see at the back end a dueling tree. You will first shoot the 4 targets, and then shoot 2 targets on the dueling tree. There are 6, only shoot 2. However, you will do this all over again, and you'll be standing on one position. And after you shoot the first round of 4 targets and 2 targets at the dueling tree, you will move to a second position on the stand. You will do this all over again, shooting 4 targets, then 2 more targets on the dueling tree. All in all, shooting 8 times at 4 targets, and 4 targets on the dueling tree.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
Nice.
So can I recap really quick? So you'll pick a position, do each of the little targets on the way down, 2 on the dueling tree, switch positions, and then repeat the same thing.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
And you're gonna go, and then we'll each go,
Yeah.
and we're trying to beat you.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Fun.
All right, shooter ready. Stand by. Stand by.
I hit that last one. So.
Drop. Time. 9. Shooter ready.
Yes.
Stand by. Shooter ready. Stand by.
Am I waiting? So technically she won.
Racket.
Nice job.
Racket.
Wow, that kid can shoot. I was really impressed. That was a pretty crazy challenge there.
Yeah, Renee's a good girl. She's fun, and I think that was a really cool challenge. I think the running part is what I like,
Right.
and I think that's where I made up a lot of time in that challenge, for example.
Right.
Yeah, Renee is just a phenomenal shooter. She's so young. I really love when kids get involved in shooting early. There are lots of organizations that they can join to do that. And she's just really excelled at that sport.
And what kind of kid can have their own gun? You know, their own
Right.
their own
My kids
product.
have guns.
No, their own product. Her own
right.
her own like brand. You know, Renee by.
And I just want you guys to know that she chose the colors of your rifles for you. I think she got it just right.
That's great.
Yeah, she's really fun.
Well, it's about that time to give a little tease about the next episode. If you can, anything you can give, it's fun. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, so what can you give
Well,
us?
so, we talked the last time about there were some hurt feelings on the climbing wall for extra points.
Right.
And so Don decided to, so that everyone would feel like things were even, to offer an additional challenge that was really tough.
To the, especially to the individuals that felt like they need to make up the points.
Yeah. It
Okay.
was a way to level the field again.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What else?
I think that was like it was a really physically straining point for me, where I think you'll see in that next episode, where I had a really difficult time thinking maybe I couldn't complete the tasks because it was so
Some crazy PT.
physically
Yeah.
demanding.
Wow.
In the
Yeah.
desert.
In the desert.
Yes.
Physically demanding challenges in the desert. I
In the
mean,
middle of the day.
In the middle of the day.
I'd
Yep.
say it was the hardest challenge.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hardest
But
one.
rewarding.
Yeah.
Because we were also so tired. I
And
was
we're-
anyway.
and I don't think we
Not
were-
you,
we were
but I was
expect-
tired.
I don't think we were expecting it either that day.
Right.
We
Right.
thought PT was done for the day.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
Another surprise. Lots of surprises in the show.
Every time you blinked, there
And
was
Jen
a
taught me
surprise.
her wet t-shirt trick. I'll leave it at that.
Oh my
Wet t-shirt trick.
Yeah. It's totally
We're hooks.
PG.
We're,
It's totally
we're
PG.
on-
It's a
on board.
thing.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys so much again for joining us. This has been great. Thank you guys for watching. I'm your host, Dan Kathman, and this is Aftermath.